Hello viewers, my name's Frank Mukiriza Kivombi, a pastor of Jesus Power Church, Machindye, Kampala, Uganda, Africa. It's a privilege to be talking to you my life story and what the Lord is doing in my life and what He has already done and what He has commissioned us to do in this world in which we live. 5 years ago, I was born by a younger lady aged 15 years. And when she got the pregnancy, her parents never wanted her to get the baby. 1, she was young. 2, they didn't like her to bear that baby because the father was from a family which was their enemies. So a lot happened which my father told me. I was not there, but that's the story. So she was just away from home. She went to live by her auntie. From there she received me, but in a rough time, poor situation, circumstance, and no one liked her. Really, the baby, I was rejected from day one. So in such a life, we had a very bad regime politically. We had a president in our country, Idi Amin, and in those days, people were being killed for no reason. So my father was beheaded off. And I remember seeing my father when they called me to come and bathe the body. In our culture in Uganda, the kids must come to bathe or to clean the corpse, the body of the dead person. So that picture is still on my mind because I was forced to clean half of my father's body. The head was not on, but only the body. So my father was buried. And life began when I was 6 years. I started a life of suffering. I had no one to care for me. My mother couldn't. They wanted to train me a lot of stuff. They wanted me to be an altar keeper in their shrines because the family was worshipping spirits. In such a life, I joined the streets. I began to be on the streets of our city, joined gangs. We did a lot of stuff, but God is a merciful God that by the age of 18, those were 11 years on the streets. No one liked me. No one liked our group. I came across preachers of the gospel. This was a team from Youth with the Mission International. They had visited our country to preach the word of God. This was a team of the youth from America, others from Australia. So they were playing a guitar, and it was my first time to see a guitar played. So I loved to see this guitar, and I came near them just to see a guitar and to watch a guitar. I was grabbed by one of them. They loved me. They showed me love. They removed my body hair. They gave me a bath. They gave me clothing, and they took me to a local church. From this local church, I was loved. The love I received, the life I got was better than being on the streets. So that was my turning point. Since then, my life changed. With the love in this local church, I was trained to minister in this local church. We went on evangelizing in the communities. I joined the choir of the church. I loved the music, playing drums, our local drums. And then as I moved on in communities, witnessing about the love of Jesus Christ, my heart was driven to go back on the streets to preach to the people I left there, my colleagues. So as I went on the streets to bring my fellow friends also to come to church, to begin a new life, street ministry was born within me. So I started to evangelize on the streets. Slowly by slowly, because I knew what a needy child faces, because I knew what an orphan can face in life, I was driven to look for orphans. And one of those I was going on with that ministry of reaching out to the street kids, reaching out in the community to orphans. I came across a village where HIV/AIDS had become an epidemic. Men were dying. The village had many widows and their children. There were no schools, so they were not going to school. So my heart was moved, and I opened a center for needy children. It was a rough place, but we loved to gather the children to start to teach them elementary education, like how to learn to read, write your name, to count your fingers. But we had no money, but we gave in whatever we had. So we started a center where widows would come and needy children and orphans would come. Today, it's coming to 10 years. We have a center where needy children and orphans are being cared for, looked after. We have 353 children at the center. And we have days where widows come from the community to come and also get some support, counseling, whatever we can offer to them. That's the way children ministry was born within me. So at this center, located or situated at the village of Bubaka in Kakiri district, Uganda, we offer education, feed the children, give them clothing, medication, and also all the necessary supplies, as we bring them into the fear of God, bringing them, training them to have a better future. We are very happy because currently we have people who are standing with us. Ephraim Rich, headed by Pastor Worry and Kathy Smith, they are supporting this center monthly to send food, education, scholastic materials, mission, whatever supply, to see that these children have a future. In my missions, still I opened up a church at the center, city center, where I'm a senior pastor, preaching, training, and building up people to know and love God. I would have a lot of stories to tell you, but sometimes the joy overwhelms us, or the trigger makes me remember the life I went through, and sometimes tears may come through my eyes. But I'm just happy to see what the Lord can do from a child or a kid who was born in such a way, and today I'm here helping others, building the nation, building communities, and reaching out to other needy children. Thank you very much for hearing my part of my story. You never know, we may share a lot as God gives us the grace. May the living God bless all of you. We love you. We welcome you to join us, to visit the center, to visit the church, that we may work together in this vineyard of God. Amen.